Very whimsical Konami logo greets us. 2. That's right, we're given an hour tryout to Policenauts, witness Vitruvian Man, if he was an astronaut and also holding a gun. Truly the ideal version of man. Policenauts, of course, a Hideo Kojima joint, which you probably are aware of. It is in the same sort of style as his previous game before this one, Snatcher, which is a game I have played, but I have never played Policenauts. I have not played the game about the police who are also astronauts. And one reason for that, of course, is that while Snatcher did get an English release, Policenauts did not, until the fan mod came out that added the English translation. Don't know why this game never came out in English territories. I mean, Snatcher came out on the Sega CD. Maybe it didn't sell enough, but did anything on the Sega CD sell enough? I had a Sega CD. I liked it. I don't think anything really sold that much on it. But maybe Konami just didn't expect Policenauts to break through if Snatcher did not, even though this was on some systems that had a higher, a larger audience. This is the PlayStation version, but PlayStation version is not the original one. The original one was on the PC 98, and then this was ported to the PlayStation and the Saturn and the 3DO. I was tempted to try out the 3DO version for giggles, but unfortunately that one does not have an English patch. So. This is the PlayStation version. We want subtitles? Probably. Captions? Yeah. Cursor speed? That's fine. Controls? I am a southpaw, but we'll leave it on default because that's what video games usually are. Let's start a new game. That is what happened in 2010, yes.
人類の宇宙への本格的進出が開始された。2013年、コロニーへの一般市民の移住に伴い、
And the first thing we gotta do is send up some police officers.
俺たち5人の宇宙訓練を受けた警官が選抜された。イギリス・スコットランドヤードからゲイツ・ベッカー、日本の警視庁からジョセフ・貞興徳川、アメリカ・ニューヨーク市警からサルバトーレ・トスカニーニ、そしてロサンゼルス市警から俺とエド・ブラウン。世界中の警察からえりすぐられた俺たちは警察権限を持つ宇宙飛行士としてポリスノーツと呼ばれた。
The best of the best. Only the elite can be trusted with enforcing the law in space. 25 years later, so that means 10 years from now, he will be found. Or his body, anyway. Well, I guess he's not a Policenaut anymore. Or are there actually are there Policenauts? This is 2040, so 30 years later. How did that whole space colony thing go? I mean, looking at the office he's in, it doesn't seem like he has such a prestigious position anymore.
俺はジョナサン・イングラム。30年前スペースコロニーのビヨンドコーストでポリスノーツとして働いていた。もっともエンプス事故で宇宙をさまよっていた俺にはわずか数年前のことにしか思えない。まだ生々しい記憶だ。妻や友人、仕事、何もかも30年前に置いてきてしまった。あの事故で過去を失った俺はこの汚れた街オールド LA でネゴシエーターまがいの探偵をしている。幼児誘拐や人身売買のネゴシエート、身代金の仲介、脱獄犯の逮捕などヤバい依頼ばかりだ。だが俺みたいな過去をなくした男にはそんな世の中の海がなければ飯も食っていけない。せいぜい腹いっぱいになるまで頑張るしかないか。さて、依頼人が来るまで何をしようか。この部屋には俺の過去を示すものがたくさんある。前方の壁には新聞の切り抜きや写真が。机の上にはあいつとの写真。どれも記憶の空白を埋めるものばかりだ。
All right, let's take a look at his workplace. The workplace of our private eye cum negotiator. Oh, that's not that one. Now, if anything to do outside, still early. I'll wait for the client to show. All right, look at gun. Beretta 92F. Used one since I was a cop. A bona fide recoiled gun equipped with a laser sight. Special 10 round magazines, armor-piercing bullets. We can go around... doesn't carry her, so he can go around shooting everything in sight. She's for protection. Beer can. Used to use aluminum, but not anymore. Investigation report. Haven't gotten very far. Another child kidnapping, but negotiations with the kidnappers failed. Couldn't save the child. He's probably already been cut apart and his organs trafficked to buyers. Isn't that always the way? If I had a nickel for every child I was supposed to save that got cut into pieces so their organs could be sold, well, I have more than a few. This is a photo of me and Lorraine at Lucas World.
ロレイン、俺のワイフ。
Oh, the wife theme. This theme is the wife theme.
それも過去のことだ。俺があの事故を起こした後、ビヨンドで再婚したらしい。今では他人のワイフだ。日本人とアメリカ人との2世。あいつにはどこか神秘的なところがあった。
There's a cop fresh out of the academy. All right, so the do theme is theme of wistful memories of wife. This is me and Lorraine on our wedding day. I was a cop here in LA. Lorraine dropped out of UCLA and we got engaged. Remember discovering my rental tux didn't fit before the ceremony. Originally had a black tuxedo. She was like an angel in her wedding dress. Alright, I guess I should listen to this message. A video phone. Ooh, the future is here with a built-in printer. I've mentioned it once or twice, but I always find it funny when, you know, you write sci-fi, you're trying to figure out what is future tech going to be and what tech might not advance so far. So we're in 2040, and we're using a phone, presumably over the regular phone lines. But it does have video, and it has a printer for, I don't know what, fax, maybe? But we also have space colonies. Technology maybe went in a different direction. Clients don't like meeting up in person. Play the messages. Oh, wrong button. I should check the machine. I mean, it is flashing.
もしもしなんだ間違ったごめんよ。
間違い電話とはバカにしてる。やっぱり事件の依頼は入ってないか。
We're down on our luck, Dick. Cabinets filled with information. Not a pleasant read. Papers inside are worth their weight in gold. Oh, and we're still using paper. I mean, I guess maybe he is an old-fashioned kind of guy due to being frozen for 30 years. No, 25 years, and this is 35 years after the accident. But he still records stuff in paper. You know, on the job now, it's annoying when people want to use paper. Just use electronic files. Just please. It's so much easier. It's so much convenient for everyone. I'm going to spend most of my time here. Why don't I take a look at the stuff on the... Yeah, why don't I? Given this award by the mayor when I was a cop. Me and Ed were a well-known team in Lapta. A newspaper article from when I was rescued from the EMP survival ball. Is that what it was called? The survival ball? 3 years ago. 25 years of wandering, miracle recovery, Policenauts, astronomer Ingram. Relatively small article. Is that 3 years ago? I thought the text on the screen said this is 10 years after that. Maybe I misread that. A newspaper article about my accident that occurred during the EMP spacewalk outside Beyond. It was written close to 25 years before the one about my rescue. A newspaper article reporting on the success of the first manned mission to Mars. I took part in it while undergoing my Policenauts training. Alright, so the first successful manned mission to Mars happened sometime before 2010. It was written the year before the article about the EMPS accident. Ah, the optimistic 90s. This was a newspaper article written at the time of Beyond Coast's completion. It was written about 2 years before the article about the Mars landing. I have a model of Beyond on top of one of the filing cabinets. Oh, is that what this is? A miniature of Beyond. Ed made it. Wow, by hand? Ed's in a couple pictures on the wall. Should we look for Ed? There's Ed. It's a picture when we were in the LAPD. Me and my partner, Ed, were always together. Oh, Ed? Theme of Memories of Ed.
俺の人生で最も信用できる親友であり、良きパートナーだった。
A replica of my badge from then is sitting on my desk. Alright, should I look at the badge? Replica. Oh, it's a replica. Okay. Doesn't have the real one anymore. The photo was taken to commemorate the selection of the Policenauts. 5 officers out of all the world's police organizations were chosen and trained. We were called the Original Cops after the Mercury program's original 7. Wearing ejection escape suits here. They were obsolete. They're obsolete now. Back then, everyone thought the orange-colored suits were cool. Well, if you're going into space, you want to have something looking spacey. Also, I do like that they're wearing police badges on top of their spacesuits. Just if you didn't know that they are Policenauts, they do have the badges. Also, I'm just going to mention that I feel they should have had a canine unit, and there should have been a dog here also wearing a spacesuit. I feel like that's a missed opportunity. You don't have to acknowledge it, you just have it in the picture. That's Gates Becker. Came from Scotland Yard in the UK. He's risen pretty high up through the ranks of Beyond Coast Police. Joseph Sadaoki Tokugawa. He came from the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department in Japan. He's now the head of the Tokugawa Group. I was absolutely ecstatic. But Lorraine, she was against me going to space. And when I went to Mars, that's when we started to drift apart. Like, 2 planets. That's Ed. He was chosen out of LAPD along with me. He looks thinner here compared to the LAPD picture. That's Salvatore Toscanini. He came from NYPD. Apparently he resigned from Beyond Coast Police over 10 years or so ago. I wonder what the qualifications were to be a Policenaut. How do you get chosen for that? Uh-oh. Maybe a client?
今日は運がいい。こんな早い時間に客が来るとは。どうぞ。鍵はかかっていない。
Is it a dame? With legs going up to Sunday? What is a dame so far?
ジョナサン、久しぶり。
ロレイン。
Oh, not just a dame. It's the dame.
そう。私よ、ジョナサン。28年ぶりね。
今頃どうして？
私、おばさんになったでしょ。あなたは変わらないわ。あの頃のまま。
ロレイン、なぜ今になって俺のところに？
許してもらおうなんて思ってないわ。厚かましいのも分かってる。でも頼れる人がいないの。あなたしか。
何があったんだ？
助けてほしいの。私の夫が大変なことに。
Was he lost in space? It'd be weird if that happens twice.
さあ、入って。
いいえ、ここで結構よ。あなたにこんな姿見られたくはないもの。
じゃあ、ロレイン、いや、依頼人さん。とにかく話だけでも聞こうか。
Oh. Gameplay. What's in the purse? Is that an L's? They cost a fortune here. That looks a little old. They're all the rage on home, too. L's changes the design of its bag every year while producing them in limited numbers, then destroys all the originals. That's why they're so expensive, is it? Hey, Lorraine? why don't we get to it then?
で、君の夫がどうしたって？
夫の北条健三が3週間前、会社に出かけたきり行方不明なの。会社や警察に問い合わせても誰も取り合ってくれないの。
それで地球へ？
嫌な予感がするの。何かあったに違いないわ。
蒸発とかじゃ？
蒸発なんて考えられない。この地球ならともかくコロニーで行方不明だなんて。
Okay, they live on the space colony.
脅迫みたいなものは？
いえ、何も。まるで神隠しにあったみたい。
金目当ての誘拐ではなさそうだ。
Alright, so there's the possibility that he's lost in space. He was on the space colony. Maybe he got thrown off of the space colony. Yourself. Alright, well, why don't I tell you what's been going on with me? Enough about your husband. I've been working as a private investigator the past few years. As you probably guessed, finding work can be a bit of a struggle, but I'm managing. I see. That's good to hear. Old LA.
俺たちがいたあの頃から30年近く経っているが、何も変わっちゃいない。本当のロスは北に移転しちまったがな。ただ、たまに今日みたいに雪が降るんだ。異常気象らしい。
ロスに雪が降るなんて。
例の地下鉄もスラム化が進んだんで廃止になってる。
Oh, I didn't press anything. Was that just end? Did that just end right there? Alright. That seemed abrupt. Work? On home, kidnappings are becoming almost as frequent as rapes and robberies. Trafficking people's more profitable than drugs or prostitution now. That's terrible. Surprising to hear about a case like yours these days. So you'll help me? I need to hear more about the situation first. Alright, what about her family? You have any kids, Lorraine? I have a daughter. Her name's Karen. Her daughter? Where does your daughter live? Karen is a news anchor on Beyond. Oh, she's gonna be the romantic interest, isn't she? That seems like a Kojima thing to do. A news anchor, huh? She's pretty famous there. Beyond. What's Beyond like these days? Like you're saying, this place doesn't look like it's changed much. Beyond's different. It's a lot different. You wouldn't recognize it either. Everything's settled down there. It's pretty much like any ordinary city now. Kenzo?
君が再婚した北条ってどんな人物なんだ？
北条は日系2世で、あの徳川グループの徳川製薬に勤める技術者よ。生真面目で勤勉で、とても悪いことなんかできない人。そうだ、写真持ってきたの。これが彼の写真よ。
なるほど。どう見ても悪人には見えないな。幸せそうじゃないか。
ええ。
They look,
写真。
you know, I wouldn't say happy. They look like they tolerate each other. Show? Her marriage to Hojo. How'd you guys meet? I moved to Beyond right after you went missing. After how much you hated it? I just wanted to be closer to you any way I could. I met Kenzo at the Nihonshin Matsuri run by Tokugawa. Nihonshin Matsuri? It's a festival for Japanese people on Beyond. So why were you there? I have Japanese blood too, remember? They're making a big deal about the half-Japanese, half-American thing. Tokugawa? The conglomerate's reach doesn't stop at Beyond. They essentially run space, and Joseph Sadaki Tokugawa runs the group. How did a cop get to be such a big shot? Even if he was a cop not. He's just as well known on home as he is out there. If Hojo's a Tokugawa employee, I suppose we can't rule out he was kidnapped. He'd get good money out of that, I'd imagine. No one on Beyond would even think of messing with Tokugawa. They're too afraid of retaliation. Wouldn't be worth it. Let's show the photo. So this is Hojo. Actually, I don't have that many pictures of him. I'm sure it'll come in useful. Looks like the type of guy Sadaaki would get along with. I guess that's everything. Nice coat you got. I guess. If you can afford it, why not, right? You best not wandering around this area dressed like that. Jonathan, don't look at me like that. I'm 55 now. Please don't look at me that way. I want you to remember me the way I was when we were together. No doubt about it, it's really her. From top to tip, that's a Lorraine. You cut your hair? Yeah, several years back. I remember you liked my hair long, didn't you? Seems like a lifetime ago. Please don't look at me that way. I want you to, yeah, just don't look at most of me. You can look at the bag. I wasn't able to give you those kinds of things. No, I didn't need anything back then. It's part of why I was happy. Lorraine? Is there anything else we need to do? That system? Anything? I feel like we've talked about everything. You want me to look for him? I guess there's new dialogue here. Please find him. You're the only person I've got. All I have is that 2D photo, though. Not even a 3D photo. If it turns out Tokugawa was involved, that could complicate things. It's just the three of us. My husband, my daughter, and me. A loving husband, a successful daughter. Must be nice. I wish I had those things. Jonathan. She'll be 27 soon. She's still single. I don't know why you said it like that, Lorraine. Hard to believe you have a 26-year-old daughter. I'm 55 now, remember? Beyond will be celebrating its 30th anniversary this year. Things have slowly gone downhill over the years, though. You're always looking over your shoulder wherever you go now. If you know what I mean. Yeah, I read you. It's always been that way in the city. And like I was saying, Tokugawa's influence is everywhere. You could practically call the entire colony one big business. You notice anything unusual about your husband before he disappeared? All the years I knew him, he'd been your typical company employee. He'd get up, leave for work, come walking through the door at the end of the day. Same schedule, day in, day out. Quite a change from my hours. But the past few months he'd become more unpredictable, you might say. You can't really draw anything concrete from that. You think he'd become involved in something, though? That's my gut feeling, yeah. If there were indications of some sort of trouble beforehand, the chances of it being a ransom kidnapping are pretty slim. Forgive me, Jonathan. I couldn't have survived on my own. I was lonely. Oh, I wanted someone to be there. That's when Kenzo came along. I have needs, Jonathan. Don't you understand? I have needs.
ロレイン、君の勘だけではわからないな。何か手がかりになるようなものは。
北条から預かっているものがあるの。カプセル剤と葉の切れ端なんだけど。なんだかわからないけど重要なものらしいわ。
カプセルと葉か。
自分に何かあったらこれを警察か信用のできる人のところへ届けるようにって。
信用のできる人が
ね。蒸発なんかじゃないでしょ。
I want to ask you about capsules.
どっちからでもいいが、それは？
これがそのカプセルよ。
何の薬だろ
う？わからないの。
徳川製薬に関係するものだろうか。
これ預かってくださる？
And show me that leaf.
じゃあもう一つのその葉の切れ端ってのは。
これがその葉よ。見たことのない葉だわ。
しかしなぜ半分なんだろう。
最初から半分だったわ。預かってくださる？それ。
Any ideas what these could be for? They look like ordinary medical capsules you'd find at any pharmacy. You'll be able to get an analysis done, right? I don't know, will we? To be honest with you, I don't see how something like this could be that important. But if he went out of his way to give it to you, I suppose there must be something to it. Wonder what kind of plant it's from. You get an analysis performed. Capsules in a leaf. We'll have to get an expert for these. Do you know someone? You need to be sure they're not connected to Tokugawa. This is home. That won't be a problem. Get them analyzed. Get it analyzed. Is there anything else? Like, I'm just wondering, if the conversation is ending, will it just automatically end? It doesn't seem like I have the option to go back. Lorraine? Yeah, okay, is there still more?
その今預かった手がかりの品の他には。
口癖のように言ってたことがあるの。プラトーに何かあるって。
プラトーに何かある。何のことだろう。
Plato. Could you have said Pluto? To be honest, I'm not sure anymore. We haven't been to Pluto, though.
依頼の内容については君の話で大体分かった。確かにただの蒸発じゃなさそうだ。
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるわよね。お金なら心配しないで。お金はドル？円？
待ってくれ、ロレイン。
I mean, I guess we'll accept. But we're not gonna accept?
ロレイン、即答はできないが考えておくよ。
ジョナサン、引き受けてくれるんじゃ。
悪いがしばらく考えさせてくれないか。今日のところは。
そうね。
すまない。これは預かっておくよ。
わかった。また来るわ。週末までビバリーヒルズのホテルニューローズにいます。いつでも連絡して。ジョナサン、私許してもらおうなんて思ってない。あなたの帰りを待ちきれなかったの。ごめんなさい。あなたが救出された時、私心から嬉しかった。もっと早かったらすぐにでもあなたのところへ飛んで行けたのに。それが言いたかった。
ロレイン、ここへはどうやって？
ホテルで車借りたの。クラシックな感じの。
そうか。
会えてよかったわ。じゃあ。
Just like that, she walked out of my life.
ロレイン、俺も会いたかった。もっと早くに。 車から離れろ。奴はどこへ行った？
I know it's very tragic. But I can't help. Oh, hold on. There he is. Oh, we have a shooting segment?
撃ってきやがった。
Oh, yeah, we do. Alright, so unlike Snatcher, where you had to aim in 9 segments on the screen, this is just moving the cursor around. Can I reload a gun? There we go.
感触はあったな。
I can see your health meter.
言えない。早く行け。
I can't believe there would be a car bombing in this neighborhood. How are families gonna go see Debbie Does 'Em All in security now? Oh, hold on. There we go.
「路地へ逃げ込んだな。逃がさんぞ。
About to say, I know it's tragic, but I couldn't help but giggle a bit when they panned across the street and there's just like Cobra Commander standing there with a detonator. Very inconspicuous. We'll go to Lorraine. No, we can't. We have to enter alley. Well,
足の速いやつだ。
maybe we hit him and he has white blood?
くそ。足跡が追えない。ここには雪が入ってこなかったのか。地面に何かこぼれている。牛乳のような
Gotta taste it.
白い血。人工血液なのか。
Yeah, that's his blood. It's further back. I'll be investigating this. Where is he? More blood. Oh man, you can't put this word in a video game? He's losing hell of a lot. Trail stops here. Can't be far away. It's a dumpster. There's just enough room for someone to hide behind it, or maybe even in it. Have to get closer to check it out. There don't seem to be any bloodstains. Could easily be inside there. Yeah, so let me get closer. Garbage bags, biodegradable plastic. Been here a while. He couldn't be in a garbage bag. Wooden boxes filled with empty bottles. The perfect size to hide behind. That's definitely one place he could be. It's also right around where the blood stops. Perfect view of the alley from behind there. Could be in there. Something about it, actually. Be careful around there. Matches up exactly where the blood stops. Other doorway's a possibility. Alley goes back some more. Wall's got pipes going up and down. Oh, these pipes. They got barbed wire on them. You couldn't climb those. Building's ventilation shaft. The grate does not look like it's been moved. That person couldn't fit through there. Building's air conditioning ducts. Drum up ahead. Oh, tricked.
Yes, sir.
What sound effect I think was in Contra 3 when he gets damaged. Well, he does have white blood, so maybe not. I'm not gonna let you get away. Wow. He took the time to bleed words on the ground.
地面に何か書いてある。これは文字のようだ。さっきのゴミ箱の落書きとは質が違うようだ。なめた野郎だ。挑戦状のつもりか。
Should still be around here. Guy wrote this in his own blood. Guy's a psycho. I suspected he was a psycho when he murdered my old wife. And now this just confirms it. Wooden boxes. More boxes. Not enough room to hide. No places to hide there. No places to hide there. No places to hide there. I can't see very well up there. Sure, let's save. I like how Jonathan wears his replica badge. I mean, it doesn't mean anything, it's just a replica. And he also wears a jacket with the Policenauts patch on it. Remembering those better days that seem so full of promise. Not like now. Not with dead wife. Oh, was she still alive? Oh yeah.
その時計まだしてくれてるのね。
時間にルーズな俺に君がくれたものだ。
私たちの時間は止まっていたのに。ジョナサン、お願い。カレンは病気なの。助けてあげて。カレンは。
ロレイン。ロレイン。ロレイン。
知り合いか。
友人だ。古い。
かわいそうにビヨンドから来たんだろう。
いや、戻ってきたんだ。戻ってきたんだ。俺のところに。
All right, only thing that we can do is take a shuttle up to Beyond, I guess. Now it's personal.
本日は ASL797 便をご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。当機はグラビティターンに移り順調にビヨンドコーストへの軌道を飛行しております。なおこれより先は無重量状態となりますので、ご気分の悪くなられた方はウィンドウ脇の呼び出しボタンを押してお近くのスチュワーデスまでご連絡ください。
Oh, hello.
どうしたんですか？気分が悪いようですね。
I don't look so good.
宇宙は苦手で。
宇宙酔いですか？珍しいな。宇宙は初めて。
いや、昔事故で宇宙を漂流して、それで宇宙恐怖症に。
それは大変ですね。スチュワーデスに行って薬をもらったらどうです？コールボタンなら壁の赤いスイッチですよ。
いや、まだ大丈夫。
気を紛らわすには話すのが一番です。隣に座ったのも何かの縁です。よろしく。私は。
Oh, it's Tony Redwood. He looks like a Tony.
ああ、イングラムです。よろしく。
So, Tony, I hope you don't take this the wrong way, but are you a zombie? He's an unusual kind of guy. He looks awkward to talk. Not really. He's been quite a smooth talker so far. You mind if we talk? Where are you from, Tony? Your skin looks a little... It's always like this, yes. Why is your skin that color? Because of my artificial blood. My red blood cells are actually white. White blood. I use first-generation artificial blood, which is less complex than the third-generation kind you see on home. Are you from beyond? Yes, I was born and raised there. I had a family matter to attend to on home. And yourself, are you a terrestrial? Not exactly. I used to be an amphibian. You know, going back and forth between home and beyond. An amphibian? You were one of the amphibians? It was a long time ago, back when we were called astronauts. First generation artificial blood. Are you military? Something like that, yes. I am a frozener, after all. I like all these words they're giving us. All the future terms. Beyond is a very nice place. It has 1G artificial gravity and its own plant life. Terrestrials enjoy it a lot there, too. If you want detailed information, you should talk to the stewardess. Yeah, tell me about frozeners. What do you mean by frozener? A frozener is someone created from an artificially fertilized egg held in cryogenic storage by the government, or the breeders, as some people call them. The egg is later transferred to a surrogate mother for gestation and delivery. Oh yeah, I've heard a little about them. There's still a severe shortage of manpower in space development. You sound like I'm boring you. Breeders. What does having artificial blood do for somebody? Artificial blood has a higher oxygen transportation efficiency than normal blood, so it makes heavy blood loss less of a life-threatening condition. The body's functions aren't negatively affected in areas of low oxygen density either. Yeah, it's perfect for people working in space. Also, if you happen to be in a situation where there's a vampire who feels the urge to drink blood, but they can't bring themselves to drink the red blood of humans, then they can drink the synthesized blood that they made, but that'll become less effective as they keep doing it over time, and the craving for the red blood of natural humans will increase. Unfortunate, but that's how it works. Arrival time. When are we going to arrive? About 1/3 of the way there. I'm sorry, who are they? I don't know them. Yeah, Wouldn't expect you to. Person from beyond who just was on Earth and who has white blood and whose right arm is bandaged. I wouldn't expect you to know who this is. You know this person? This is a photo of me and Lorraine when we went to Lucas World. One I had sitting on my desk back in my office. Never hurts to think ahead. Is that your wife? No. Oh, is she your girlfriend? Something about her reminds me of the woman from that other photo. I guess the ages are too far apart, though. If those are for SAS, I don't need any. Is that from a terrestrial plant? You don't see that photo much anymore. The Policenauts from before I was born. Might not make sense to terrestrials, but beyond is home to me. To be honest, though, I guess Frozeners don't really have a home. You must be a pretty busy guy. Not really, no. After all, space has been at peace the entire century. It'll be hitting its 30th birthday soon. There are festivities going on all over Beyond to mark the anniversary. All Frozeners have an identification code like this tagged into our foreheads, surprising as it may seem. Why? So why hasn't it been adopted for widespread use? A normal person's kidneys and lungs wouldn't be able to process this type of artificial blood. To make slight improvements to the kidneys and lungs via gene therapy, and also undergo regular hemodialysis. Oh. Do you do that? That seems like that's an inconvenience. That requires incredible amounts of money and the proper facilities. Guess we can't really expect the public to be in on it anytime soon, then. Arrival time? When are we going to arrive? You look concerned with the time. I can't seem to settle down. We're about 1/3 of the way there. We still have a while to go yet. Kind of hard trying to judge myself objectively. That's an air circulator. When you go to sleep in zero gravity, the carbon dioxide you exhale collects around your head, which can make it difficult to breathe. That device creates an airflow to prevent that. Remarkable, isn't it? An emotionless vacuum silencing all but the tiniest of organisms. There's a button to call the stewardess and a button for the TV there. I'll call the stewardess over.
Hi, どうなさいましたか? 顔色が悪いですね。宇宙酔いですか?
ああ。
緊張なさらないで気を楽にしてください。
ありがとう。
何か私にできることございますか?
You have exquisite legs. Thank you, but in zero gravity, the legs appear thinner than normal because your blood collects in the upper half of your body. It's called bird leg. Is that right? I'm learning so many things. Alright, the upper part of her body. The uniform is a nice color. It really brings out all your curves, too. You may not know that we wear a rubber undershirt, too. It helps prevent the muscles from atrophying in zero gravity. Yeah? Does that work? You're really cute, but your face is a little chubby, though. In zero gravity, your blood collects in the upper half of your body, causing your face to swell a little. It's called moon face. I'm glad that they have a special term for the blood inflamed face. Excuse me? Yeah? Beyond Coast, mankind's first space colony, was completed in 2010. Since immigration was open to the general public in 2013, the colony's population has grown to approximately 1 million people. Nearly 1/3 of the current population is comprised of second-generation inhabitants. The medical definition of space adaptation syndrome, or SAS, is the symptoms one experiences during adaptation to zero gravity. It varies from person to person, but over 50% of people develop symptoms within 1 to 2 hours of entering weightlessness. Oh, there's a bunch of subjects about the plane. Normally, we would spend the night in an Earth-orbiting space station, and travel the rest of the way in an orbital transfer vehicle. This is a direct flight to Beyond, which takes about 2 days. In accordance with stricter space debris regulations, the plane does not eject waste out into space like before. That's just disgusting. It's gross. Who would do that? So you won't get the chance to see any space fireflies like Project Mercury's astronaut Glenn or Milky Ways like Aurora 7's astronaut Carpenter. I wanted to piss into space! Space food has vastly improved over the years and is actually quite tasty now. Following the latest trends on Earth, we even offer Japanese cuisine as well. However, because flavors aren't preserved very well under low air pressure, we don't bother using any exotic flavorings in our food. How much longer will it be until we arrive? We're not far from Beyond now. That's not what our chairmate said. He said we're only 1/3 there. You think you could give me something for my sass? I think you'll be alright. We'll be arriving at Beyond shortly. Here is our Relax Effects then. Relax Effects. Who makes this? Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Tokugawa Pharmaceuticals. Huh? Thanks. Here goes nothing. Alright, let's flirt. If you're free, how about showing a stranger around Beyond? I don't know if that's such a good idea. I'm trying to do my job here, you know. Man, what should I do? I'd consider it if you worked for Tokugawa. Okay, we gotta get a job with Tokugawa so we can get a date with Attendant. Feeling better now? What the? What do you think about this photo? Have you seen the man in this photo before? Are they family members of yours? What do you think of this picture? She's a very beautiful woman. You ever seen drugs? You just took drugs. You know what leaf this is? No. Don't forget, if you're taking plants into Beyond, they need to be inspected at the spaceport. Yeah, that's correct. All flora and fauna need to be inspected. You don't want to bring in any outside life that may, you know, mess around with the local ecosystem. You recognize this photo? Yes, I've seen it in textbooks. They were Beyond's original cops. Ever stay? Can you stay a little longer? Certainly. I'm glad I picked this flight. I might have not met such a beautiful stewardess otherwise. Well, thank you. You've got a very nice body. This is taking the SAS off my mind. I suppose if it's helping. Excuse me? Yes? I picked talk. Of course, it's time to ogle. Oh, are you not wearing a bra? They look so perky. That's right, you don't need a bra in zero gravity, nor do you need to worry about your hips, breasts, or cheeks sagging. Touch. You know, I don't think I've ever felt a pair in zero gravity before. Boing. What are you doing? This would really help my SAS. Stop it. I'll call one of the male attendants. Well, I mean, we could see then how the bird leg affects men, I guess. All right, I guess that's the extent of that. I feel like if we were playing an AI game, we're about to get a bad ending. That's a really tight skirt. It's a special skirt designed to prevent SAS. It works just like my shirt. It's put pressure on the abdomen to prevent excess blood from moving to the upper half of the body as much as possible. Our entire uniform is designed this way. We wear elastic stockings to help stimulate blood flow to the extremities. Touch the legs. Would it bother you if I touched your legs? Ah, get your hands off me. I thought I'd just take a hands-on approach to learning about the effects of zero gravity, that's all. Stop it, I'm gonna get really angry. Miss? What do you need? Sorry, can I ask you to make it quick? I wouldn't feel comfortable around a pervert like you. fair. Thanks for your time. I'll bet. And now the guy sitting next to us is thinking, you know, maybe I should get another seat. Stewardess, can I get another seat? Just anywhere is fine. Are you really surprised? Not surprised to see you're frozener? Kinda. Sorry if I offended you. This is the first time I met one of you guys. Be careful when you're on Beyond. The people there don't like to see discrimination against us. I'm not that kind of person. I'll fondle anyone. Were you really an amphibian? A long, long time ago, yes. I really wish you wouldn't stare at me like that.
少し眠ったらどうです？
そうですね。宇宙酔いも楽になりましたから。
何かあれば起こしてあげますよ。
それじゃあ。
We did not get to fondle him.
お疲れ様でした。当機は間もなくビヨンドコースト宇宙港に到着いたします。到着ロビーにて国際宇宙検疫制度に従った消毒殺菌、入国手続きをお願いいたします。
Not just a medical exam, but a space medical exam.
お配りしております。フライト中に体外へ流出した体液を補給するようご利用ください。
He doesn't look green in this cutscene.
本日は当 ASL のスペースプレーンをご利用いただきまして誠にありがとうございます。またのご利用をお待ちしております。まもなくビヨンド宇宙港に接岸します。
Sure, I'll save. File saved. All right, well, I guess that was the prologue, the introduction to Policenauts, which, you know, conveniently enough, lasted 1 hour. And now Jonathan heads into Act 1 Beyond to begin the investigation. And I guess that's our hour-long tryout of Policenauts. The heavens meet the earth on the PlayStation, or the Saturn, or the 3DO even. And we're going to the mysterious space colony to probably grope some more women, as is Jonathan's way. He's a very tactile learner, learns through touch, and he's gonna have to touch as much as he can to find out what's going on, and who killed Lorraine, and where her husband is. And he has to meet his partner, who is too old for this shit. He's got to do that. So that's been our hour-long tryout of Policenauts.
BCP はこの宇宙港の近くにあるはず。まずはエドを探しに BCP へ急ごう。